Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Abira?
Walaikum salam.
Alhamdulillah, I am fine too. Okay, beta, let us start our class. So today is lecture number 3 of people management. And in the previous classes, I have told you again and again that people's management is related to upbringing, or you can say polishing the attitude, behavior, and the inner abilities of employees working over in any organization. All right. So here in this subject, we will be discussing each and every aspect of polishing the inner efficiencies, inner abilities of the employees or workers, and also grooming up their attitudes and behavior according to the environment of the organization. Okay. So let us start the class. Okay. So today we will be starting learning outcome number 2, which states that understand approaches to managing the differences between individuals that impact on their performance at work. And in learning outcome number 2, we will be further discussing assessment criteria number 2.1, which states that explain how personal differences impact on individuals' behavior at work. Okay, so in short, we will be understanding, or we will be knowing the details of all the approaches that are utilized to manage the difference between the individuals, their behavior. Okay, the difference between the behavior of the individuals that is basically affecting their performance at the workplace. Okay, behaviors and attitude, they play very important role in the efficiency or in the capability of any employee, any worker. Okay, while assessment criteria is about how the differences of behavior among different individuals are affecting their behavior or their efficiencies. Okay, so we will be discussing the management approaches in the next class, inshallah. So today we will be just discussing about the differences between the employee and the effect of these differences on their work, on their efficiency, or you can say on their performance. Not only on their performance, but also the performance of their colleagues as well. Okay, so the objective of today's class is understand how the personal differences will impact on individuals' behavior at work. In a workplace, you will find people with various backgrounds, experiences, personalities, and ways of thinking. Okay, because all of us are different, and when we belong to different backgrounds, different ethnicity, different race, different personality, we are having different experience. So of course, when everything is different, then our behavior and attitude is of course different, will be different, and it will impact on our performance differently. These differences among individuals can influence how they perform their tasks and interact with colleagues. Some individuals might be more efficient working independently while thrive in collaborative environments. Some might excel at creative problem solving, while others are more methodical and structured. Okay, so the differences, all these differences, like the different backgrounds, experience, different race, different ethnicity, different job experiences, different personality, and different perspective of thinking style, all these differences affect their efficiency in a different manner. Okay, so also their colleagues will be affected in the same manner, their efficiency will be affected the same manner. Okay, so some individuals, they will be working more efficiently when they are working independently, while the other workers, they can work more efficiently when they are working in collaboration with their colleagues. Okay, so this is what, this is the difference between their capabilities. Some people prefer to work independently, while the other prefer to work in collaboration or in coordination with their colleagues. Some might excel at creative problem solving, while others are more methodical and structured. Okay, so some people or some employee, they have who are having a high IQ level, they excel in problem solving procedures or problem solving methodologies, while the other who are the perfectionist one, they don't indulge themselves in some problem creating task or problem solving task. Rather, they are more focused on the methodology or perfectness of the procedures. Okay, so they are not into the problem solving strategies, rather they are more focused on the straightaway, the straightforward, or you can say the proper methodological procedures. Understanding and effectively managing these differences is important for a few reasons. Okay, so the successful one is the one who can thrive himself in all these conditions. Okay, so the one who will be able to understand these differences and who can effectively manage himself in this environment is the only one that will survive in such condition, tough condition, in fact. Firstly, it promotes a positive work environment where everyone feels valued and respected. Secondly, it enhances teamwork and productivity by leveraging each individual's strength. Lastly, it helps prevent conflicts that might arise due to misunderstandings arising from these differences. Okay, so these three things are about those persons, those individuals who are able to survive in the tough conditions, in these tough and in these tough environments. Okay, so what will be the outcome, or what will be the positive you can say output of this thing, of this understanding and effective management? Firstly, the environment, whether it will be negative or positive, it will not affect the efficiency of the individual. Secondly, if he is least bothered about the environment around him, then of course the environment will not affect its efficiency and he will promote the teamwork efficiently. And the third one is, due to his strong management power, due to his strong nerves, he will be able to prevent the conflicts with his colleagues. Okay, so being very positive, being very strong, being very efficient manager is very important for working in different work conditions. Okay, so how the personal differences impact on individuals' behavior at work? Let us see how it affects, how the differences in behavior affect the work performance or job performance of any individual. So up till now, if you have any question, please ask me. If you have any confusion or if you have any question, is this thing clear to you, that how the differences among behavior of different individuals are affecting their? Okay, all right. Okay, good. People's behavior at work are influenced by their personal differences, which encompass a range of characteristics such as their personality traits, cultural backgrounds, values, beliefs, and communication styles. These are some common things related to which the difference can occur between the different employees or different workers in any organization. It includes their religion, their race, their background, their job experience, their thinking perspective, their characteristics, as well as their ethnicity and race. Personal differences have a profound impact on individuals' behavior in the workplace, shaping how they interact, communicate, collaborate, and perform their tasks. Okay, so behavior is the first thing, attitude is the first thing, or you can say behavior is the first thing upon which the attitude of the person standing in front of you depends upon. Okay, so if you are showing some sort of friendly behavior or positive behavior, then of course the attitude of the other person will change accordingly. And all of these things depend upon how you will communicate with your colleagues, how you will interact with them, and how you will coordinate with them in performing various tasks. These differences encompass a wide array of attributes, including all, again, the same thing has been explained, that background, trait, ethnicity, race, communication style, job experience, work preferences, all these things. affect the behavior of an individual. So let's break down how some of the personal differences can impact the behaviors at work, and we will discuss them one by one. Okay, so first one is personality traits. Personality trait like extroversion, introversion, consciousness, agreeableness, and emotional stability play a significant role in how individuals behave at work. Okay, so introvert persons are usually more reserved as compared to the persons, but it totally doesn't mean that they are non-social or they are incapable of performing the important task or important, you can say, jobs. Okay, so what matters most is their ability, their consciousness means their you can say their eligibility to perform certain tasks, agreeableness, that they should be uh, agreed, or you can say that they should be interested in performing various tasks, and emotional stability. Emotional stability, that they should be stable enough from emotional point of view. Okay, they should have strong nerves, they should have strong will and determination. Okay, small things should not hurt their feelings, they should be emotionally very stable. So all of these things play a significant role in how individuals behave at work. For instance, an extroverted person might thrive in social interactions and team based projects, while an introverted person might excel in tasks that require deep concentration and independent work. Okay, so both of the kinds of people, rather whether they are introvert person or extrovert person, both of them can be capable enough, can be able enough. The only thing that is different is their attitude, their interest. Okay, so introvert person usually prefer to work independently. They want to have more concentration or more focus on their own work. Okay, they can't work under anyone else. While the extrovert person, they are very social, they can easily collaborate with their colleagues, with other individuals, and they believe in teamwork. Okay, so this is the difference of personality between different individuals, and how their difference is affecting their work is another thing, an important thing as well. Communication styles, the way individuals communicate can vary greatly due to their upbringing, cultural background, and personal inclinations. Some may communicate directly and assertively, while others might use a more subtle and nuanced approach. These differences can affect how individuals express their ideas, resolve conflicts, and build working relationships. Okay, so the way the individuals communicate with their colleagues or with their customers or consumers uh, differentiate differs according to their brought up, their background, their personal choices and preferences. Okay, so their communication style is totally based upon their personality. Their personality defines that how they will communicate with other people. For example, some people communicate directly and confidently, while the other they use subtle language, or they can communicate, or they can forward their thinking or their thoughts indirectly. Okay, by taking rounds and rounds from different perspectives, they will communicate their thing, their thought. Okay, they are not able to convey their thoughts directly, they always communicate indirectly. So this is the difference between the communication styles of different individuals working in the same organization. These differences can affect how individuals express their ideas, resolve conflicts, and build working relationships. Okay, so the difference in communication styles between various individuals affect their thinking perspective as well. and as a result of which the working relationships can build up accordingly. Okay, so we have discussed 2 points up till now: personality traits, communication styles, and now we are going to third point, the third difference, that is cultural background. Cultural diversity introduces a range of behaviors stemming from varying norms, values, and customs. Individuals from different cultures may interpret gestures, words, and actions differently, potentially leading to miscommunications or misunderstandings. Okay, so cultural diversity, it means that from which background the individuals belong to, or in which background they have been brought up in their childhood, and which religion do they follow, what kind of custom and traditions do they follow. Okay, so what are their values that they take into account. All these things vary from one culture to another, and this difference directly impact their gestures, their communication, their action, and even their thinking perspective. Okay, they will interpret everything from their religion point of view, from their cultural point of view. So every person, every employee, or you can say every worker, whether he is the CEO of that organization or firm, or he is the employer, lower scale employer, every person working in any organization should be strong enough to accept all the differences, every kind of difference, and uh, they should accept open heartedly each difference in their personalities, okay, or in the personality of their colleagues. When every person should start accepting the differences in their culture, differences in their thinking, then only in that case the environment, working environment in the organization will become positive. Otherwise it will become very difficult to thrive in such environment where a number of people from various cultures having different religions are working together. Motivations and values. Personal values and motivations strongly influence behavior. Individuals driven by a desire for innovation might be more inclined to take risk and propose creative solutions, while those valuing stability might approach tasks more cautiously. These differences in priorities affect how individuals contribute to projects and make decisions. Okay, so motivations and values, how these things affect or influence the behavior, influence their job preferences. Individuals driven by a desire for innovation might be more okay. So when a person is more motivated towards his work, when he is more motivated towards the creativity or innovation, he wants to do something different, then he will be able to accept the challenges and risks. Okay, and when someone is ready to accept the challenges and the risk, then only in that case he will be able to uh, prepare something creative, to propose something creative. Okay, as it is said that take challenges and you will win. Why is it said so? Because the person who is daring enough to take the risk, to take the challenges, only he will be able to prepare or to devise something very creative, while those who are just considering the stability, who are not ready to accept the changes, or you can say the innovations in the work procedures or work processes, they work very cautiously. They are very vigilant about their procedures, their capabilities, their way of doing different tasks. Okay, and they will work very cautiously, and because they are not interested in bringing about the changes and bringing about the innovation. They are just focused upon the accuracy of their method, accuracy of their procedure. Okay, they are not intended towards the bringing about the change in the procedure. These differences in priorities affect how individuals contribute to the projects and make decisions. Okay, so these differences affect how the individuals work uh, according to their mind, according to their motivation. If they are motivated in their respective field, they will bring about the innovative thing. While if they are not motivated enough, they will do the task as such. They just want to reach the output or result of the procedure or the process, and they are least bothered about bringing innovation or creativity in any procedure. Work preferences. People have distinct preferences when it comes to work conditions. Some thrive on autonomy and flexibility, while others seek clear structure and guidance. Okay? Acknowledging these preferences can impact job satisfaction and overall performance. For instance, giving an autonomous worker a sense of ownership over their task can boost their engagement. Okay, so whenever you start giving importance to your worker, when you start giving a dignity and respect to your worker, this will boost up motivation in them. Okay, when you are giving them, when you are working on autonomy, when you are working on providing them with the leadership abilities, they will work more efficiently than ever before. Okay, because they will feel respectable, they will feel getting respect from their leaders, from their bosses, so they will feel more motivated, and the bosses will observe that they are working more efficiently whenever they are given respect, or whenever they are motivated enough to do a job or do a task. For example, giving an autonomous worker a sense of ownership over their task can boost their engagement. Okay, so whenever leadership quality is provided to any worker, they will keep themselves more engaged than before. They will be more focused towards their performance. They will be more focused towards their work opportunities than before. Conflict handling. Personal differences also manifest in how individuals handle conflicts. Some might be comfortable engaging in direct confrontation, addressing issues head on, while others may choose compromise or avoidance to maintain harmony. Understanding these tendencies can guide conflict resolution strategies and prevent escalated disputes. Okay, so conflict handling is another task, and everyone, every person, or you can say mainly the bosses, the managers in any organization, they should be trained enough, they should be uh, strong enough to handle the conflict among their workers. And not only the leaders or the bosses, but also the workers themselves, they should be strong enough to conflict the to resolve any conflict among themselves. Okay, and in such cases sometimes it is seen that some people are able enough to handle the conflicts among them, while the other they are more focused upon uh, you can say management or compromise. Okay, they usually compromise with their colleagues rather than handling the conflict, or rather than uh, having a discussion or negotiation over the conflict. So they start compromising on during the procedure, and it results in a positive impact on workplace. So understanding these tendencies or understanding these strategies can basically lead to resolution of the conflict, and it will also help in prevention of disputes among the colleagues. Leadership styles. Individuals in leadership roles bring their personal differences into their management approaches. A leader with a participative style might involve their team members in decision making, while an authoritative leader might make decisions unilaterally. These differences influence team dynamics and the overall work atmosphere. Okay, leadership style. The choices of the leaders in any organization. I think so. This is the second most important thing that should be held accountable for the progress of any organization after the motivation of the employees. Why? Because if your leader provides you a peaceful environment, if he has the participative style, he involves every worker in decision making, then of course it will help, it will result in bringing uh, confidence in the worker. It will result in bringing more encouragement in among the workers, and they will be able enough to bring the innovations. Okay, so as a result of which there will be positive output. While if any authoritative leader is present in the organization who thinks that he is the only person in the organization that can take the right decisions, then of course he will discourage his employees because he think all of them are just mad and they cannot take the right decision. He will due to which the workers will be least satisfied with their job, and they will be least bothered, or you can say least involved in their uh, job experiences, or they will be least satisfied with their job, as a result of which there will be negative impact on the organization because workers are not working accordingly, they are not motivated, they are not given respect, so they are least involved in their work. So leadership style is as important as the engagement of emotional responses. Personal differences contribute to how individuals manage their emotions at work. Some may be naturally resilient and composed under pressure, while others might find it challenging to regulate their emotions. Emotional intelligence and the ability to empathize with colleagues also vary, affecting teamwork and collaboration. Okay, emotional responses are very important. Every person, as we have studied earlier, that every person, every employee working in any organization should be strong enough emotionally and emotionally stable. His feelings should not get hurt with small things in the organization. Okay, so they should be composed, they should be resilient, and the pressure of the leaders should not hinder him more. Okay, they should be quite stable enough, and they should be ready all the time to accept any change in the orders, any change in the rules, and also they should be uh, ready to accept any comments from their leaders upon their work. Okay, so they should be emotionally stable, because being emotionally stable, being emotionally strong affects their work, their teamwork especially. If you are not feeling well, you will not be producing well. So you should be feeling well, you should be at peace at your workplace, so that you will be able to give your fullest to your job. Then comes career goals. Long term career aspirations are driven by personal differences. Individuals seeking rapid advancement might take on more responsibilities and challenges, while those valuing work life balance might make different choices. These differences influence an individual's dedication, initiative, and commitment to their role. Okay. So, career goals also, of course, play an important role in the attitude or behavior of any worker in any organization. For example, if someone has entered the organization with the thinking that he will leave the organization after 1 or 2 years, 1 to 2 years or so, then of course he is not that much oriented towards the strength or progress. Sorry, the progress of the organization, and he will not work accordingly. While on the other hand, if someone has entered the organization for again 1 to 2 hours, 2 years, but he wants to build a strong resume or CV. He want to create a strong impact on the leader, on the boss of the organization, so that he will be able to get more better or good opportunities in the future. Then of course he will work accordingly. He will work with full zeal and enthusiasm. Okay, so these differences among the behavior or attitude of the workers will affect their job or work accordingly. In conclusion, personal differences form a complex web of factors that shape individuals' behavior in the workplace. These differences impact interactions, communication, collaboration, conflict resolution, and overall work performance. Recognizing and valuing these differences can lead to a more inclusive, productive, and harmonious work environment. Employers and colleagues who understand and accommodate these variations can tailor management approaches, communication strategies, and task assignments to optimize individual and collective performance, ultimately benefiting both the individuals and the organization as a whole. Okay, so it means personal differences, they are actually a complex thing. Okay, a number of factors are involved when we say that personal differences occur among the individuals working in any organization, and all these factors play equal role in the job efficiencies, or you can say in their performance. Okay, equally affect the performance of the workers in any organization, and these differences also impact not only their performance but their communication, their collaboration, uh, their emotional stability, their conflict resolution power. Okay, overall the complete performance is affected by these differences. So recognizing these differences and being able to handle your personality according to these differences is very important. Okay, so employees and colleagues who basically understand you and you understand them. So in this case, both of you or all of you will be able to accommodate these changes, these differences, and you will be able to tailor your management powers, your management approaches accordingly. Okay, so in short, all of these differences are very important and they impact your work efficiency, your job efficiency equally. Learning outcome, the same thing, how the personal differences impact on individuals' behavior at work. So this was all about today's class. But if you have any question, you may ask me. Okay, I hope so everything is clear to you properly. Okay, can you please state only one personal difference that impact the individual's behavior? One personal difference. Yes, personality. Exactly. And how the difference in personality among colleagues affect the efficiency of the workers at workplace. They have different way of thinking and analyzing things. Okay, right. Which leads to how they perform a specific task. Yes, of course. And interact with the colleagues. All right. Okay, good. Okay, so beta, this was all about today's class and assessment criteria number 2.1. If you have any confusion while going through the recorded lecture or the slides of today's class, then you may ask Ms. Kenza to forward me your query. Inshallah, I'll be able to reply you on time. Okay. So see you inshallah in the next class. Till then, Allah Hafiz.